all, hey you, welcome back to yet another YouTube video. So obviously if you've been subscribed to my channel for a little bit while now, you obviously know that I post really random things. I post vlogs, I post about turtle care, I post about skincare routines, I post about my driving. So it shouldn't come as a surprise that I will be making a video. This video is about my own personal experience and kind of like a haunting, kind of chilling story. I don't really talk about this story often, mostly because it's just really chilling and really eerie, and it happened almost 8 years ago. So let's just get into the video. Okay, let's start from the top. Alright, so before we get into the story, I just want to let you guys know that this is from personal experience. If you guys don't believe in spirits and things like that, and from my personal experience, it seemed like a spirit, almost like, feel free to click off this video. I'm not forcing anybody to watch it. I'm just sharing my own personal experience and basically what happened. So yeah, let's start from the beginning. So I was 10 years old, and it was the month of Christmas. You know, you write a Christmas list as a kid, and you give and receive gifts, all that jazz. And like any other little girl or little boy, I put a doll on my list. But this was no ordinary doll. This was an American Girl doll we're talking about here. So I was obviously not expecting to get it because American Girl dolls are pretty dang expensive. So I wasn't gonna get my hopes up. Plus I was 10 years old, so like it was fine if I didn't get one. But I really wanted an American Girl doll. So on the day of Christmas morning, I opened my gift and I got the American Girl doll I put on my list. It was so weird. She looked just like me. She had brown hair, and my hair like 7 years ago was a lot longer than this. So she had long brown hair, like dark brown eyes. And I remember the weirdest part when I opened that package was that she did not have a name. And usually American Girl dolls have names on them. Like I know one of them is Samantha or something like that. But my American Girl doll did not have a name. And I remember I did give her a name, but I just can't remember at this time, so I'll probably edit the video. It'll be like at the top or something. So yeah, I named her myself, and I just put her up in my room with my sister's other doll and my little sister's doll. And they just all sat together on top of like this white bureau. They just sat together at the top of that because there was really no other place to put them in my room. And at the time, me and my other two sisters shared a bedroom, so we just kept all our things together. So a couple months later, I was home alone with my dog Riley, and Riley was a year old. She was pretty small. She was still a little baby. And I remember hearing like this loud bang noise from upstairs, and it sounded like it was coming from my bedroom. So I was like, where is that sound coming from? Because I was the only one home alone. I was home alone with my dog. So I was very concerned of like what was that noise? It was like really loud. So I was really scared to go alone. So I called my dog. I said, come here, Riley, and we went upstairs together because I could not go upstairs alone. And I walk inside my bedroom, and I remember seeing my sister's doll on the floor. And I was like, okay, it probably just fell. What a coincidence. So I headed back downstairs, and I just watched TV, like iCarly or whatever was on, and I heard it again. So I went back upstairs, and I called Riley up again. But this time, my other sister's doll and the doll that was on the floor before were both on the floor now. And the only doll that was sitting up on the bureau was my American Girl doll. And it literally had its arm, and I'm not even kidding when I say this, it literally had its arm extended outward like this, as if it just pushed them both off. And I know like you're probably like, yeah, that's not true. But I swear to you, my heart was beating so freaking fast when I saw that. Like it literally scarred me so bad that I remember like every little piece of it 7 years later. So I was like really scared. So I put the doll inside my closet, inside of this little box, which I should have done it in the first place. And I kept those two dolls out. because I was like, I don't know. I was just really scared, okay? So I put her inside the toy box that was my closet, and I didn't touch her for another year. Well, I thought she would stay in there, but I was literally wrong. Because one night I went to bed, and like the day before I went to the doctor's, and they said that I need to take my stuffed animals off my bed because my allergies got worse, and like oh, that's a fly. I had to take off my stuffed animals off my bed before I go to bed at night because my allergies were like affected by like the dust on them or whatever. So I put all my stuffed animals that I had on the side of my bed, under my bed, and I went to bed that night. The next morning I wake up, all of my stuffed animals are in front of my face, like just sitting on my chest staring down at me. And I'm like, what the heck? And I asked my sisters too, like, did you guys do this? Because I woke up that morning and they were just sitting there, and it was like the creepiest thing. And for some reason I thought that I was like sleepwalking or whatever and picked them up. But my sisters like usually stay awake longer than me. They're literally night owls. And they said, no, we did not see you. And I haven't slept walked since like a very long time. So that was very suspicious to me. And I went to go check on my doll because I remembered the incident from the year before. So I went to go check on the doll, and she wasn't in the box, and she wasn't on the bureau. So I had like no clue where she was whatsoever. So I'm like freaking out because my stuffed animals got to the front of my bed on their own, convinced they got up there on their own because my sisters had not seen me. They said they did not move them. They knew I had allergies, so why would they do that? And now the doll was gone. So I was very scared. I just tried to ease my mind a little bit and just try not to think about it. But then the next day, I saw the doll with the other two dolls sitting on the bureau. And that was my creepy story. Now, obviously, like, you guys, this is from personal experience. I was 10 years old. I might be over-exaggerating. I might actually be, like, saying real stuff. I believe in some paranormal things, but to an extent. Like, you gotta have evidence, you know? So yeah, that was today's video. I do not have the doll anymore, so don't worry. We sold her, so cleanse from that. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. It was a very different and very eerie video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, and I will see you guys next Thursday. Bye!